Well, how is everyone? I hope you're all well. This is video 2 of 2, so if you've only seen one, go and find the other one from earlier and check that out. Thank you very much. Anyway, straight into the meat and potatoes, as this is the final video of the weekdays. We will do videos at the weekend, but this is the final video to get to anyway. I digress. What I want to talk about is this, right? Because this is something that has been massively bugging me. But first, I want to say that, look, at the end of the day, Bryan Kohberger has got to go to court. He's got to go through due process, unless in this preliminary hearing he turns around and says, well, I'm going to plead guilty. I'm going to plead guilty anyway, which he could. The preliminary hearing is about finding out whether they feel that there's enough evidence to actually take it to trial and and go that far. And there's a chance that he won't want to take it that far. And again, we work on the assumption of innocence until proven guilty here, unlike other channels that have got the guy buried bang to rights. And look, he could have done it, but that's not the kind of thing that we want to be doing. We don't want to keep crucifying people before they've gone through the system, because especially in this case there are so many little things that just don't sit right. And I know we keep harping on about the same thing, the 8-hour delay for calling 911. I still can't get my head around it. And however many people in the comments attack me for saying it or try and make up excuses, it just don't sit right. And I know that out of all of the people who say that they don't have a problem with it and it's normal, if this was about your children being hurt, if you had skin in the game, I'm telling you now, you wouldn't be so okay about it. I promise you now, not having skin in the game makes it so much easier to forgive things. Let's not forget that Ethan's family themselves had even questioned this delay, and so rightly they did. But anyway, what am I talking about? What is this about as he finally gets on to the point? And that is, Bryan waived his right to a speedy trial. And I was thinking to myself, look, since that time, look how many things have apparently come out. And look, what I will say is a lot of the stuff that's coming out, it's not coming out through law enforcement. These aren't press conferences that we're hearing. It's bullshitter 1 and bullshitter 2, Cuomo and Banfield, who are just... And I say that, look, I call them bullshitters, but at the end of the day, they could have sources close to the case. They could. I don't think so, but my opinion is not worth anything. It's just my opinion. I struggle with it. I struggle to see how, when there's a gag order and when you can look through all the court documentation yourself, that all of the things that are coming out about what is being said about Bryan and the things that he's done, apparently, where is it coming from? Where is it? How do we know that is 100% credible? But ultimately, all these little things are coming out. And I think to myself, if Bryan had known all this, why would he have waived his right to a speedy trial? Surely it would have been in his best interest, if he was guilty, to push on, to crack on. Now, many people have turned around and said, well, look, what they wanted to do was give his defence team the time that they needed to build up a defence for him, to look at the evidence that was handed and build a defence. It doesn't take that long. You can look at it and you can kind of look at what the evidence is and ascertain pretty quickly how you've got to work this in court. But like I say, I struggle to understand why he wouldn't have wanted to. He wanted to quickly get back. The extradition, he could have tried to stall that, but he didn't. He rushed back and wanted to crack on. But it was almost like at that point, it was like, right, I want to rush. I want to get it. Now I'm here. Now I'm going to take my time. I'm going to let this simmer. But by letting it simmer, not only did he potentially give his defence time to fight it, but it also gave the prosecution a lot more time to dig into his past and rifle around and find a load of things, potentially, if we are to believe Banfield and Cuomo and all these sort of people who are coming out with this, that and the other and what we've heard, if these are genuine things, and it is genuine that Bryan did indeed fake a break-in and install surveillance cameras in another student's dorm, or flat, whatever they are. Do you know what I mean? If these are all things that can now be proven and they've now been found because they were given this extra time to go and dig, to go and search and go and hunt, I can't get my head around it. I can't work out if Bryan is incredibly smart and he's got a game plan, whether he is genuinely innocent, but he knows the potential of being framed, or he's just the most stupid person that we've ever seen in this situation. I want to think innocent until proven guilty. And by innocent, I'm not saying that Bryan had nothing to do with this. I do struggle to think that he didn't have anything to do with it, because the evidence that has been put in front of us, even though a lot of it could be passed off as circumstantial, there are some elements in there that could be perceived as quite damaging. But, again, they can quite easily be explained away if you take into consideration what we've learned about corruption in other states. And I don't want to go down the rabbit hole of what's going on. I don't want to do that. This isn't what this is all about. This is about understanding Bryan's decisions. Why would somebody who was guilty want to give the team of the prosecution more time to go out there and find more about him? Because he would have known what they had, unless they've genuinely got something that he knows looks worse than anything that we have ever seen. And again, even that's possible. But tell me down below, what do you think? Why do you think Bryan waived his right to a speedy trial? Do you purely think that it was just to give his team more time to build his defense and build his case? Because surely if that was the case, then that kind of goes hand in hand with he is either fearful because he's guilty or fearful because he feels he could be getting set up. They're the only two reasons that he would want to do that. If you was innocent, you would want a speedy trial. You would want them to come out with whatever you've got now. Bring it. Let's have it. Let's see it. Let's crack on and get this done with. Am I wrong? Let me know down below. And I'll catch you all in the next one. Have a fantastic weekend, and I'll leave you with Doug.
What's up, Harsh fam? We just launched our new nonprofit organization, United Search Corps, where we're going to be advocating for the missing and families of the missing as well. And we need your help to spread awareness for our mission and also our fundraiser. There's a lot of equipment and necessary things that we need for this to be possible. So please take a second and share our fundraiser. For more information, please check out our website, unitedsearchcorps.org. Go over to my YouTube channel and check out our announcement video as well. The links will be in the description below. Thank each and every one of you for your time and consideration. Thank you.